Sierra Leone at that time was a dangerous place. It was lawless, and this was a country that was, in a state of near anarchy.
Colonel Simon Forden commands a battalion of British soldiers, the Royal Irish Regiment.
The battalion was there on a training mission to assist the Sierra Leone army.
The Royal Irish are on a routine patrol.
What is that? Is he a business?
They are led by Major Alan Marshall.
Alan Marshall is a highly professional officer. I knew that in him there was a company commander that I could totally trust, and he held the respect of his men without question.
Accompanying the soldiers is a Sierra Leone liaison officer. That's in the Okra Hills, an area 70 kilometers from their base.
Well, the Okra Hills is a very dangerous place. It was
that loosely worked together to rob the local population, terrorize them, and they were living on drink and drugs and very little else. There were lots of West Siders, all armed, all very trigger happy. There was a standoff. It was a situation where one had to be very careful because it would be very easy to make the situation a lot worse. Get your guys to put it down now! Lower your weapons! The company commander, Major Alan Marshall, worked hard to calm the situation down. Stand down then! The last thing that was needed was something where the situation would ratchet up very quickly and it would start to be a shooting match. Stand down like that!
the Irish Rangers patrol were disarmed.
Get up! Get up! Up. That's it. Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
It's pretty bad for all of us, I suppose, especially for Bangura, because he was Sierra Leone army. A lot of the rebels were ex-Sierra Leone army anyway, and so they saw the SLA as traitors.
Faced with overwhelming numbers, the Royal Irish have no choice but to surrender.
Father right.
Major Marshall's commanding officer, Simon Forden, gets word something's up.
They last reported in around about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. About 4 or 5 hours later, when they hadn't come back, I got a message saying there was a problem.
Yeah.
It was quite clear to me that we were in a very volatile and dangerous situation.
The patrol is led deep into the jungle, to the West Side Boys' isolated camp.
The West Side Boys were a bit of a hangover, really, from the Civil War. They were funded by the so-called blood diamonds that were traded with other organisations, terrorist organisations, for weapons.
Their leader is 24-year-old